Hey guys, what's happening? Here today to give you a sad but true story, and it's about what not to do when attempting an LS swap. Don't believe all the hype, everything they tell you. Oh, you can LS swap anything. They may be right. You may be able to LS swap any vehicle. I'm not saying that, but it is going to take a lot of research. A lot of research on both the vehicle it's going into as well as the donor vehicle, etc. I made a big mistake thinking, oh, I can just take any LS, throw it in, it'll run. No, that's not the case. And this is my story. I've got a 2009 Colorado, Chevy Colorado, and it had a 2.9 in it, little 4-cylinder. I have a video of it here with the 2.9 4-cylinder, and I threw a Flowmaster 40 on it. That video did very well so far, 14,000 views in a couple of years. But anyhow, this truck, this 2009, the 2.9 just ain't cutting it. It's like the third time and chain I've put in it, and I'm just done with it. So I decide, oh, I'll just LS swap it with a 5.3. Easy enough. Watched many LS swap videos. Oh, you just get an engine, make sure you take the fuse box and the ECU and all that from the donor and just put it in. That is definitely not the case. I ran into an issue where the ECU was different. I had bought a donor vehicle. It was a 2010 GMC Gen 3, just as the Colorado. They're both 1 year apart, with a 5.3. Paid $1,000 for the truck because the frame was shot on it. I figured I don't need the frame. All I need is just the engine, the wiring, and whatnot. And thinking, oh, both vehicles are Gen 3, it's all going to work out. I can just toss it in and do it. Not the case. The 2010, even though it was a year newer than my Colorado, had an older ECU. It had the E38, I believe it is. My Colorado runs the E67, E68, whatever it was. So nothing will plug in together. You can't just plug and play it. It doesn't happen. Now, had I taken an older LS, something, I don't know, 05, and gutted it and put it in, yes, I could have at least got the engine to up and run on its own, standalone. But the wiring harness for the rest of the truck is where we're running into the issue. In order to do a standalone LS in this, where it will up and run and drive, I will have to completely rewire the rest of the truck to get my lights working, to get just to have it work. I'm going to have to rewire the entire thing. And what I'm here to say is, be sure, if you're going to do an LS swap, do your research on what will work and what will not ahead of time. And here I am going to go through a few of these videos that I have taken of this LS swap that has so far ended up failing. We'll run you through some short clips of how things are going and whatnot. Alrighty, and here we have it. The old 2009 Colorado we've been working on. The old 2.9 is out. And that would be the new 5.3 transmission, all mounted back in. That one would be the old 2.9 transmission. And of course Brandon is getting the old engine ready to be dropped in. We done got our motor mounts. They're in rough shape, they are used, but we got the motor mounts that we need. We can get her mounted. So, just a quick update on where we're at for the moment. But yeah, that's going in there real soon. Alright, we'll get back to you in a bit. I don't think there's gonna be a big difference.
No.
Alrighty, man. There we have it. Today's project, the 09 Colorado, now has a 5.3 mounted in it. And imagine that. It don't sit much lower than it did with the 2.9. We're like totally down off the lift. Yeah. You're seeing it right here. Got a bunch more work to do, but she should be a badass little rig. Bunch more work to do, but we ain't done yet. Alrighty, and there you go. We'll keep you updated as it goes.
Cool.
Good. I just want to make sure it burned off.
Alrighty, and there you have it. That's about the point we got to. And this being due to the ECUs being incompatible, the wiring being incompatible, we were able to fire the truck up on starting fluid. That tells me the coils and the ECU and everything's working. Problem is my injectors are shut down due to the vats, which I then spent the money, retuned the ECU, got rid of the vats, got rid of the speed limiter. Another $450 that I didn't have. to still not have it run. Not even run on its own. I've got fuel to the rail, but the injectors will not fire up. And they fired. I drove the 2010 donor truck into that garage and they were working fine. So yeah, be very sure that you do your research ahead of time. I've spent a lot of money on this build for it to not work. We have since taken the 2010 5.3 back out, and currently it is going to get an 05 5.3 from a Tahoe as an entire package just to get it to run standalone, so that I can move it, drive it. But again, I'm going from an 05 first gen, I believe it is, LS, to a Gen 3, to a Gen 3 truck. That meaning everything other than the engine, the body control module, the fuel control module, my lights, everything other than the engine is going to have to be rewired to make work. So this project has failed for me. I am now in the process of buying a Silverado that I can just drive, because this truck's been hung up way the fuck too long. It's been almost a year that this truck has been sitting at that garage getting this transplant, and we still have yet to be able to get it to run. So do yourself a favor. Do your research before you buy a damn thing. Do not. I cut the wiring harness from the 2.9 to dog shit. Tried to rewire for ECUs for a 5.3 so that everything would work. So now I no longer have the 2.9 harness. So I can't even put the 2.9 back in it. Don't let this happen to your vehicle. Think before you do. There you go. There you have it. My informational video. Don't believe the hype. You may be able to LS swap any vehicle. There ain't nothing says it's going to be easy. Remember that.